Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Mr. Addison of Property Hunter Ghana. Today, I am in Pantai, about 100 meters from the Pantai traffic light, just by the roadside or just one plot after the roadside. This is a huge property I'm bringing to you this morning. Before we go inside the property, we'll go around, take a look at what is happening here, and I will tell you a little bit about the property and what you can use it for, possibly. Someone on my video sometimes said, Mr. Addison, stop telling people what they should use the property for. It's just some suggestions I'm giving out. If you like it, that's fine. If you don't like the suggestion, we all have our own mind. So I'm just telling you my opinion about what I will use it for if I should buy it, or what you could possibly use it for if you should buy it. So before we go inside the house, this is the main gate. This is a huge property, about 24 rooms, and you can increase that to about 30 or so if you have the means to do so. And the person who built the house, I learned, completed it about 3 years ago, hasn't used it at all for its intended purpose. However, he's advancing in age, and so have decided to have decided to sell it because he is no longer the young man he used to be, for which purpose he was building it to work with it. So what he was building it initially for was to use it as a hospital. That was the initial plan, to use it as a hospital. This is a plant, a full plant. It hasn't been connected to the house because there is no one actually in the house. It's only the house help who is here. But it's a working plant. You have 2 huge water tanks there. There's another water tank on top of this house, and there's another water tank on the next house. There are 2 properties on this land. The land is, I think, is about 130 by 120 feet. Quite a large plot of land with this huge property. As I said, the owner initially wanted to use it as a hospital, so he built it in that style, but later decided to turn it into a hotel. And in fact, there is one hotel just opposite this one. Let me show you the hotel just opposite. So this house is a hotel, so if you want to use this one for a hotel too, that's fine. But as I said, the owner initially wanted to use it as a hospital, and then he changed his mind to use it as a hotel. But as he's advancing in age, he decided to, these things are for the young men, and he's on retirement now. It's better he go and enjoy the rest of his years. So he decided to sell it, take the money, and go and enjoy the rest of his living years before the Lord calls him. So you have a huge space here, whatever you want to use it for recreation, whatever. Huge space here for that purpose. And this is another building. So what happens is that this building contains about 20 rooms, and this one, the top contains 4 rooms, that's make it 24. The down contains a huge house, a huge hall, a kitchen, a storage, and a washroom and things like that. But the top has 4 bedrooms at the top. They all have their washroom. But when the owner comes, the owner is not in Ghana right now. He is in the US. But when he comes to Ghana, he lodged at the top there. So the doors there are locked for now, and the down 2 are locked because this is where he used. But as you can see, there are 1, 2, 3, 4 rooms at the top. And the down, if you are using this as a hotel, you probably want to add more rooms at the down here or something like that. But the space is available. That's why I said this thing could be turned into about a 30-bed hotel if you want to use it as such, or if you want to use it as a hospital. This, you could use it maybe as your labs and things like that, or maybe this could be the children. I know you could determine what you want to use it for, but the possibilities are a lot of possibilities here. The land documents are all with the owner. So if you are interested, you give me a call. We let the owner come down from the US to meet you, or he can be in the US and you could talk on phone and arrange everything. So let's look into the main house. As I said, the house I showed you, that building contains 4 bedrooms. This one contains 20. So you have 24 rooms. But as I said, you could increase that to about 30 if you so wish. So this will be like the hall or the reception area, something like that. You have a double foyer here, a very nice one. And then these two rooms are storage rooms. So you will have your reception here and probably turn one of the storage room into a washroom and the other into an office. So these are good size storage rooms, and this is another one. So you could turn one into a washroom and one into an office, and you have your reception in here. This is the hall. So when we enter into this side, you have the rooms on either side of the reception or either side of the hall. Straight down, that used to be a garage, but they've turned it into a storage area. You could turn it back into the garage, or you could revert it back into the garage, or let it remain as a storage area. The place will definitely need some work to be done on it. This is one of the smallest of the rooms. I think there are 3 small rooms on the ground floor, and I think there are two or one small rooms on the second floor or the first floor. Sorry. So this is one of the small rooms. I think this is the second small room. It has a storage, the wardrobe, and then the washroom in there. And when you come this way, I think this is one of the normal size or the large rooms. So you have quite a large room here. So if you are using it as a hotel, this room will be a little expensive than the other one I showed you. That is the washroom. As I said, he hasn't used the place. So when he built it, I think they completed it about 3 years ago. So that means they started a while ago, but you know, in Ghana, when you are doing construction, you don't complete in 1 year. Or you don't complete at a go. People take time to complete their construction. So this is another room with a storage. And then the washroom is stuck in the corner here. That is the washroom. You do some cleaning and some small maintenance work on this place, and it will be good as brand new. So as I said, the owner was building it for a hotel, a hospital, but later changed his mind to use it. That is the washroom in there. But later changed his mind to use it for a hotel. Eventually, he realized that his age had caught up onto him, so he decided to, sell it off and go and enjoy his life and do other stuff. So that door goes to the outside, sliding door, and these are a couple more rooms. This one is open. Good size room here. That is it, with the washroom and the closet. They all have their own washroom, so if you are using it as a hotel, fantastic. If you want to use it as your hospital, use it as a hospital. These can be consulting rooms, or they could be wards. A private hospital, private hospital usually you have about 1 or 2 bedrooms, one or 2 bed in each of the walls for privacy. This will be really, really nice. And you have the washroom here with this one, and that is the wardrobe. I'm just running through it because the rooms are a lot of rooms. We can't cover all of them, but I just want to show you what they look like, before you come and take a look, so that you have a very good idea of what you are coming to look at. So let's go to the first floor. So I realized that with the rooms, they have a hardwood floor. You can see he used the same hardwood floor for this area, but for the hall, he used the normal tiles. But for most of the rooms and this side, he used the hardwood floor. So this door leads to the hallway that leads outside, the balcony. So let's take a look at the back of the house. I think I've showed you already, but that is the back of the house. You have 2 poly tanks. There's another one on top of this building, and there's another one on top of the other building there. So this is the whole back of the house. All right, let's go back and look at the rest of the rooms. 24 bedroom property in the middle of Accra, somewhere in Pantine, about 100 meters from the Pantine traffic light, just by about 1 plot away from the main road. You will get to this property. As I was saying earlier, the owner built it as a hospital. He intended to use it as a hospital, but along the way he decided to, this is one room, there's another room there, he decided to use it as a hotel, and then eventually he decided to sell the property, which makes it a good idea for you who will eventually want to come and stay, or want to come and buy the property, you know, and they use it for business. You can also buy this property if you have a large family. Some people have a large family, or you want to buy a family house, a huge family house. This will be a very, very good one for you. You have all your kids, your family members come in, and each person has his own room. This will be a fantastic family house. If you don't have a lot of family members or a lot of kids, I don't think it will be advisable to use it as your primary house, because you have lots of bedrooms. I'm not sure you can occupy all, but if you want to use it for business or for a family house, you know, a lot of people like the idea of family house. You want to use it for something like that, that will be good. But if you have like 2 or 3 kids and you want this as family house, that would not be the best use of the space. But if you have a lot of wives too, that is an option. And you have the attic here, and with the hall, the AC unit in the hall is the central AC unit, so you can see the dots. Because the place is huge, so we use the central air conditioning unit for the hall. But for each of the rooms, you have their own AC attached to the rooms. Okay, so this is the other side of the house, the last few bedrooms. This place is huge house, 24 bedrooms. This is one of it. This is dark because the blind is closed. This place is dark. But what is here? Let me see. Okay, this is your boiler. I think this is your boiler. This will be like a mechanical room. The water heater, as I'm just told. You have your boilers there. Okay, this is more of a mechanical room, a service room. Interesting stuff. Okay, so you have another room here with a washroom there. This place is huge. You can easily get lost looking through the rooms. This is huge. Very, very nice. Okay, so my name is Mr. Addison once again of Property Hunter Ghana, and I'm showing you this property in Pantine in Accra. A property that could easily be used for a hotel, for a hospital, or some office complex. And if you are interested in using it as your primary residence, that's possible, especially if you have a large family, or you want to use it as your family house, that's possible. Huge house in Pantine. The owner is ready to negotiate on the price, so just give me a call and let's start negotiating on the price. Thank you very much and have a nice day. Bye.